Have you ever paused to consider the marvels of modern technology that have the power to transform an ordinary drive into a well-coordinated symphony? Welcome to an era where every gadget, even the most mundane, can double as a stealthy eye keeping tabs on you. We're not scripting a spy thriller, but discussing a key part of our technologically advanced reality, a technology known as Stingray. We live in an epoch defined by relentless technological evolution, which has given birth to gadgets that now impact every facet of our daily lives. Technology is not merely about convenience or entertainment, it's a potent tool that shapes our lifestyles, behaviors, and perceptions. The journey from the invention of the wheel to the creation of the internet, and now to the advent of surveillance technologies like Stingray, has been extraordinary. In the digital age, it's important to understand these technologies beyond their convenience, to grasp their potential implications. They are redefining concepts of privacy and security, prompting the need for thoughtful understanding. This ever-expanding digital universe is transforming what we once knew as ordinary into devices of high-end technology. Even your car's subwoofers aren't just speakers anymore. They are potential stepping stones towards a future impelled by advanced technology. This evolution underscores the importance of understanding these technologies, not just as a means of getting by in a digital world, but also to comprehend their potential implications. How will they shape our future? How will they redefine privacy and security? These are the questions that require contemplation in this ever-expanding digital universe where even your car's subwoofers aren't just speakers anymore. Stingray, a term coined in the world of technology for a specific type of cell phone surveillance device, has a rich history dating back to the early 2000s. Initially developed for military and intelligence purposes, it was intended as a tool to combat terrorism and fortify national security. Its ability to be mounted on different platforms made it versatile for surveillance. The technology functions by mimicking a cell phone tower, deceiving phones in the vicinity into establishing a connection. Through this, the Stingray can access various unique identifiers of the phone, including its number, carrier, and location. It can intercept and record calls, messages, and data traffic. Stingray technology has been used in real-life scenarios, including tracking movements during the 2015 Baltimore riots and in numerous investigations by the Tallahassee Police Department from 2007 to 2014. Originally intended for national security, Stingray's usage has now expanded worldwide, often employed by law enforcement agencies globally. This widespread use has sparked debates about privacy infringement, given the extent of personal data it accesses and potentially misuses. Unwarranted interceptions of calls and messages are seen as invasions of personal privacy, leading to calls for increased regulation. This has led to calls for increased regulation and oversight over the use of Stingray technology, emphasizing the need for a balanced approach between ensuring security and preserving individual privacy. Now you may be questioning, how exactly does this relate to the subwoofers in your automobile? Subwoofers employ radio frequency technology which transforms low-frequency sounds into radio waves that are then amplified. Consider a ripple effect. The sound is the stone and the waves are the amplified sound. The amplified sounds return to audio signals, producing those deep bass sounds. Yet this technology makes your subwoofers prone to radio frequency interference. Devices like cell phones and Wi-Fi routers share this vulnerability. They utilize radio waves to relay data and signals, hence they're susceptible to interference. But don't worry, there are ways to mitigate this interference. A high-quality shielded cable can help reduce the interference. Keeping devices away from interference sources can also minimize disturbances. Built-in RF filters in devices can be handy too. The issue arises when a technology emits signals that coincide with your subwoofer's frequency. It could infiltrate your sound system, distorting the sound output. This could result in irritating sounds, volume shifts, or even the playback of specific messages or songs. It's crucial to delve deeper into the legal and ethical complexities surrounding Stingray technology. It's a clash between law enforcement's use of this technology and the protection of privacy rights. Its warrantless use often feels invasive, raising concerns of unconstitutional surveillance. Imagine the case in Baltimore, where police used Stingray, a warrant, to locate a suspect. The evidence was challenged, sparking public outrage and prompting a debate about the line between law enforcement's use of technology and invasion of privacy. Another case in Florida saw the police tracking a theft suspect without a warrant. The evidence was argued to be illegally obtained, intensifying the debate on the legal and ethical aspects of such technologies. Legislation plays a pivotal role in managing the use of Stingray technology. Laws like the USA Freedom Act and Electronic Communications Privacy Act try to moderate its use, allowing for warranted circumstances. However, finding a balance between law enforcement efficiency and civil liberties is complex. The discourse around Stingray technology calls for a deeper examination and possible reform of existing legislation to adequately address these concerns. In conclusion, the likelihood of law enforcement resorting to Stingray technology to interfere with your car's subwoofers is rather minimal unless you find yourself a suspect in a grave crime or labeled as a national security threat. However, this scenario does prompt us to reflect on issues of privacy and surveillance technology. Notably, it illuminates a stark truth about the might of monitoring tools, nudging us to acknowledge our collective part in preserving privacy in an increasingly networked world. As individuals and as a collective, we shoulder the responsibility to protect our privacy, to scrutinize the extent of surveillance, and to insist on clarity in its usage. This situation further highlights the importance of staying abreast of technology advancements and understanding their possible consequences. It is crucial for us to learn, to engage in discourse about our rights and freedoms as technology persistently advances. While the application of such technology may not concern most on a regular basis, its existence and the broader questions it raises should not be dismissed. Drawing attention to these matters, it emphasizes that our knowledge about technology should go beyond the surface level. We should strive to understand the implications of these advancements not only for ourselves but for society as a whole. Thus, while the use of such technology may not be an everyday concern for most, its existence and the broader questions it poses certainly should be.